Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. In a year already overflowing with celebrity drama, nothing could have prepared fans for this. Imagine a quiet night in one of Beijing's most exclusive rooftop restaurants, a celebration meant to be private, warm, and free from flashing cameras. But in the middle of that laughter and champagne glow, an unexpected player, Song Zuer, quietly presses record and captures a moment that would send shockwaves through the entire Asian entertainment industry. On January 28, 2025, a night that was meant to be a quiet, intimate celebration turned into the catalyst for a scandal that would rock the entertainment world. At one of Beijing's most exclusive rooftop restaurants, a small gathering of 15 close colleagues came together to mark the completion of a highly anticipated drama. The atmosphere was warm and relaxed, far removed from the usual spotlight of red carpets and flashing cameras. Liu Yuning, the leading man with the charm to captivate millions, had arrived separately from Zhao Lusi, the beloved actress whose innocent and relatable persona had won the hearts of fans across Asia. At first glance, everything seemed like it should. A peaceful evening among friends, full of laughter and the clinking of glasses. Liu Yuning, casually dressed in dark jeans and a simple black sweater, was engaged in animated conversations with the cast and crew, his magnetic energy filling the space. Zhao Lusi, radiant in a soft cream-colored dress, seemed equally at ease, laughing and participating in the easy camaraderie of the group. The night felt genuine, unguarded, a rare break from the constant scrutiny of the public eye. But as the evening unfolded, something began to shift. Subtle, almost imperceptible at first, the dynamic between Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi became harder to ignore. What started as friendly exchanges soon became more private moments. They lingered in conversation longer, their glances held a little deeper, and a quiet understanding seemed to pass between them in the space that had once been filled with light-hearted chatter. At this point, only a few observant eyes took notice of the change. The energy between the two was undeniably different, and it didn't go unnoticed by Song Zuer. Quiet and observant throughout the evening, she subtly positioned her phone to capture more than what anyone else could see. What was happening between these two stars was far from ordinary, and Song Zuer knew it. It was in this moment, in this fleeting exchange of glances and shared smiles, that a secret was about to be exposed. A secret that would shake the very foundation of their carefully curated public images, changing their lives forever. As the night continued, the warmth of the evening slowly gave way to an undeniable tension, a tension that would soon become the focal point of one of the biggest celebrity scandals of the year. As the evening wore on, the light-hearted energy that had filled the room began to shift subtly, almost imperceptibly, as if a hidden current was weaving its way through the crowd. The laughter, once easy and free, grew quieter, more intimate. Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi, who had initially been part of the larger group, began to gravitate toward one another, their presence now unmistakable. What had started as casual conversation evolved into something more meaningful, more personal. Their interactions, once sprinkled with playful banter, now carried a quiet intensity, a connection that seemed to deepen with each exchanged word, each shared glance. It was as if the world around them had faded into the background, leaving only the two of them in the center of a shared moment that no one else seemed to fully understand. They were no longer just two actors on set, two public figures meeting after a long day's work. In that corner of the restaurant, away from the eyes of the others, they were something more, something that wasn't meant to be seen. And yet, it was exactly in that moment that Song Zuer, ever the observer, began to take notice. For the most part, she had kept to the sidelines, enjoying the festivities like everyone else, but something about the way Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi were interacting caught her attention. There was an undeniable spark between them, something electric, something that couldn't be dismissed as mere friendly camaraderie. She watched them with a quiet curiosity, and as the evening stretched on, her gaze never wavered. It wasn't long before Song Zuer found herself positioning her phone with the subtlety of someone who knew exactly what they were capturing. She was aware that what was unfolding before her eyes was not just a fleeting moment, but the beginning of something far more significant. Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi, oblivious to the world around them, continued to share these moments, unaware of the eyes that watched and the phone that silently recorded. It was this exact shift, this subtle, almost unnoticeable change in the energy between them, that would soon lead to the unraveling of their carefully constructed public personas and forever alter the course of their careers. In that fleeting moment, time seemed to stand still. The background noise of clinking glasses and hushed conversations faded into nothingness, leaving only the soft hum of their shared space. Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi, seemingly lost in their own world, found themselves drawn closer together, a silent understanding passing between them. The room, once full of laughter and light-hearted chatter, now held a sense of tension, an undeniable pull that neither could ignore. What began as innocent conversation had transformed into something far more intimate, something that neither the guests nor the cameras could have anticipated. As they stood in that quiet corner of the restaurant, surrounded by the warmth of dim lighting, there was no longer any pretense. Zhao Lusi's eyes, usually so bright and full of playful innocence, now carried a depth that mirrored Lu Yuning's own gaze, a gaze that had always been so carefully guarded. The air around them thickened, charged with the weight of what was unfolding. There was no mistaking it. This wasn't a moment meant for the world to see. This was something private, something that belonged solely to them. Without realizing it, their bodies moved toward each other, as if magnetized by an unseen force. In the quiet, they were no longer just two people caught in the act of sharing a drink or exchanging a laugh. They were two souls caught in a fleeting, intimate dance that seemed to hold the promise of something more. Something that both of them had fought to keep hidden for so long. And yet, as they stood there in that private bubble, it was as if they had forgotten the eyes that might be watching, the consequences that might come. For a brief, timeless second, they let go. And in that second, everything changed. As their lips met, a kiss that was soft and unspoken, the world outside of that moment ceased to exist. It was a kiss that had the power to unravel everything. The secrets they had worked so hard to keep, the lives they had built, and the illusion of their public personas. The camera, unseen by the two of them, silently recorded it all, capturing the start of a story that would soon become far bigger than either of them could ever imagine. Beyond gossip, the ripple effect. Why did this matter so much? Because both stars had carefully built an image of being single, available, and entirely devoted to their craft. Their marketing, fan events, and even upcoming project promotions leaned heavily into this public persona. For fans, the illusion was personal. It wasn't just about romance, it was about trust, loyalty, and the emotional connection they had invested for years. For the entertainment industry, it was about contracts, brand deals, and millions in potential revenue. A single unexpected romance could shift audience demographics, change fan engagement patterns, and alter the trajectory of their careers. The divided crowd. When whispers of the recording began to spread, the reaction was instant and polarized. One side cried betrayal, organizing online truth campaigns, demanding that both stars speak openly about what happened. The other side defended them fiercely, insisting that private lives should remain private, and that love, if this was love, should be celebrated, not weaponized. Bigger questions. But underneath the fan wars, deeper conversations began to emerge. How much privacy can celebrities truly have in the digital age? Should a colleague ever secretly film another, no matter the circumstances? And when is the public's curiosity crossing into dangerous territory? Song Zuer's silence since that night has only added fuel to the fire. Was it a calculated move? An accident? Or is there another story waiting to be told? The unknown future. Behind closed doors, both Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi are set to be in intense strategy sessions with their teams, weighing every possible response, from complete denial to a carefully managed acknowledgement. Meanwhile, fans around the world keep refreshing their feeds, waiting for the next chapter. Because if there's one thing everyone agrees on, it's this: whatever comes next could define their careers for years to come. If you've been hooked by this story and want to stay ahead of the next twist, make sure you subscribe to Update X24H right now. Thank you for watching, and remember, in the fast-moving world of entertainment, today's whispers could be tomorrow's headlines. Stay tuned because the next update might just change everything.